Flu flames back on the path. Triangle but secret rooms. Venomous Valor. The map.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I do.
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm. He hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
I have some bad news. But you
didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I have some bad...
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Map. Flu Flames locations. South Hogwarts region. Enemy level. 1 to 20. The Lost Child. Natty has the Lost Child. Natty has learned of a wizard in Lower South Hogwarts. The Highlands. The Highlands. Feldcroft region. Feldcroft. Ancient magic hotspot. Rookwood Castle. Near Rookwood Castle. Cross button. Feldcroft.
One less human to worry.
When we're done here, I'm going straight...
You
can't hold up forever.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Can't handle a little altercation. Lucky, that's all.
Expelliarmus.
You're going to regret that.
Move of a coward.
Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Come on, too afraid to fight back?
Incendio.
That's the best you can do. us alive. Mate, for your kind. You weaken quickly. Stop that rape!
I was right not to be worried about
My Ringo! Oh!
Leviosa!
arrogant child!
Accio! Incendio!
Over here!
I pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain.
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion! Why have you not run
Up there. That's our way in.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa!
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special words you want me to pass?
Visit the collections menu to learn about enemy abilities and weaknesses.
Another pitiful beast caught in my trap.
There you are! Ranrock won't be shown!
I'd advise you not to do that.
Expelliarmus!
Who do you think you are?
Incendio! Confringo!
Child!
Extradition!
Get this out! Get accustomed to that.
Time to teach someone a lesson!
Can't hold out forever.
Potato! No! I will make hurt me!
I'm embarrassed for you!
Stop! I'm afraid of heights!
No one can not go out your eyes!
You will pay for your deeds.
Accio.
You're going to regret that. My what? Novice luck.
Accio.
That's the best you can do.
Accio.
You've made a great. Come on, you're afraid to fight back.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Wouldn't mind a bloody job at Green Dog. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, could get it boring.
Revelio.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here? Revelio.
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
I'm ready.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the night.
Wingardium Leviosa. Pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? Revelio.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio!
Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one. Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Expelliarmus! Accio! Confringo!
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio!
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego!
What a relief.
Your gear slots are full. Complete Merlin trial challenge level. Gear. Level. Face wear. Solar protection spectacles. Well appointed. Required level. Your gear slots are full. Complete Merlin trial challenges to increase your gear slot capacity or sell excess gear at vendors.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
I'm ready. What did Isadora...
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was... pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Map, the Bell Tower Wing. Quests. The Lost in the Shadow of the Study. Main as relationship in the shadow of the study. Cross button. Map. Flames locations. Hogwarts, the Great Hall, descending for suites. Murky Deck, the Viaduct, Hufflepuff Common Room, the Great Hall, level 19.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other 5th years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that?
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favourite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
Aren't you curious about what's... I understand your... Aren't you...
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now
Revelio.
You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better.
Incendio.
Its 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2.
Confringo.
Simple mathematics, Ominous. Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
Lumos. No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. Looks like a locked door. You may want to look around.
Lumos. Ut R2 R Reparo. Util R.
Reparo.
The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
I must prove my point. We do not need to use the dark arts as my family instructs. When I reach the scriptorium, I will find evidence that there's more to Salazar Slytherin than we realize. I have written to my brother. He now knows how I accessed the corridor's entrance and that there's no straight path to reach the scriptorium. It's a maze with many challenges to solve. I hope that my brother will follow my lead, and we can study our ancestors' legacy together. Noctua Gaunt.
The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Second and third thoughts. None at all.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous. You possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze.
Lumos!
Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Left stick, rotate upper dial. Right stick, rotate lower dial. Use left stick to rotate the top dial, and right stick to rotate the bottom dial.
That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
Salazar Slytherin buried this scriptorium deep within Hogwarts. I'm afraid I shall lose my way around these dark corridors. I am a descendant and yet I feel unwelcome. Lighting these braziers in the corridor is helping. I shan't lose heart. Challenge by challenge,
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Oh, Noctua.
Left stick,
Another gate.
rotate upper dial. Right stick, rotate lower dial. Use left stick to rotate the top dial, and right stick to rotate the bottom dial.
Matching the symbols did open it.
I was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work.
Extraordinary. This journey is painful.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
Left stick, rotate upper dial. Right stick, rotate lower dial.
Rather dire, isn't it?
Lumos! You sound surprised. We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
We've got more to solve ahead.
Your gear slots are full. Complete Merlin trial challenges to increase your gear slot capacity or sell excess gear at vendors. Left stick, rotate upper dial. Right stick, rotate lower dial.
That sounded promising.
Lumo.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
I failed the dial, and it struck my face as if it were a real serpent. But I must find a way forward for my family's sake. We should not require children to conform to old tradition.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
Incendio! She did. And she was my favorite person.
Left stick, rotate upper dial. Right stick, rotate lower dial.
Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us. Lumos.
I've lost hope. I'm locked in. I heard a scream and saw the tortured faces. The only way forward is with an unforgivable curse. Even if I wanted to cast it, I have no one upon whom to do so. Salazar Slytherin created a malicious challenge indeed. In my last correspondence to my brother, I'd invited him here. Now if he looks for me alone, I'll have led him to his death. Despite our differences, I wish him no ill. I wish we had parted on better terms. Noctua gaunt. Circled.
Ominous. Her skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
I'd rather you ask him. I'll ask.
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous! As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
Very well. I don't want to learn the Cruciate. I want teach me the Cruciatus curse and I'll cast.
I want to learn the curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell, raise your wand, point it at me, and firmly declare, Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you all right?
That pain. I would have done anything to make it stop. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving. Rebellion made it. We found
Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium. Guide page.
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something?
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around.
Your gear slots are full. Complete Merlin trial challenges to increase your gear slot capacity or sell excess gear at vendors.
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I fear we shall never come to an accord. I cannot persuade even one of them to listen to reason. I had dared hope that Godric's thoughts were aligned with my own, that he understood why the caliber of student needed to be exceptional. But he has fallen prey to the ridiculous notion that Muggle-borns are somehow as capable as pure-bloods. He was furious when I expressed my displeasure at his thoughts on the matter, thoughts he had not yet put voice to. I tire of the discord and can no longer bear witness to the corridors full of inept children masquerading as witches and wizards. It is with heavy heart that I now know I must go from here. I shall place the creature into a deep sleep in its chamber, until it can be awakened by one who shares my views, a descendant willing to reverse the damage that the others have so carelessly wrought, one who shall rid the school of those unworthy of Hogwarts, that would serve only to stain my legacy. Right.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Map, Flue Flames locations, exit. The astronomy wing, the quests. Fire and Vice, Professor Howin's assignment, Madam Cog, Professor Garlick's, Professor Sharp's assignment too. Professor Sharp wants me to use, map. Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chests. 1 out of 35. Secret rooms. All, Fire and Vice, map. Flue Flames locations, wait.
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Map, Flue Flames location, quests. Relationships, the lost in the shadow, crossbutt, map. Flue Flames look in the shadow of discovery, the astronomy wing, the astronomy wing. The astronomy wing, defense against the dark arts classroom.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented Flue powder.
If only a new student would help with this sad predicament.
If you don't get your act together, I shall fly straight to Hogwarts and snap your wand
You'll never believe what
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the Scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I regret using Crucio/I. I agree. We did what we had.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I won't say a word.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Such a tragic loss. What happened to Sebastian's parents?
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
The spellbook is giving Sebastian hope.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Map, Flue Flames locations. Map, Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts, Hogsmeade. Collection, follow the butterflies. Take the biscuit. J. Pippin's Post, Crop West.
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any.
J. Pippin's Potions. 1000 late Horklump invisibility maximum in Thunderbrew recipe. Recipe for a power mongrel fur troll focus potion Thunderbrew idiot Thunderbrew. Creates a storm around the drinker, which will stun and damage nearby enemies. Thunderbrew.
Wise decision.
Creates a storm.
Thank you.
Hogwarts Valley, Merlin Trial, the South Hogwarts Reed Treasure Vault, North Small Bandit Camp, Merlin Trial, Spider Lair, Field Guide, Merlin Trial, Niffler, Small Bandit Camp. A camp where a small bandit camp. A camp, small treasure vault, treasure, jackdaws to Spider Lair. A North Ford Bog. Fire and Forbidden Forest, North Sandback, Forbidden Forest. Hogsmeade Valley. Enemy level, Upper Hogsfield. Upper Hogsfield. Brothers Keeper. Dorothy Sprottle is breaking camp. The Ghost of Our Love. While in Upper Hogsfield, Hogsmeade. The only all-wizarding village, East Hogsmeade Valley. Ancient magic hotspot, the Hogsmeade, the infamous foe. The Highland Field Guide page, Treasure Vault. The South Hogwarts Treasure Vault. Merlin Trial, Lower, The Lost Child. The Lost Child. Natty has Field Guide page, Treasure Vault, Merlin Trial, Lower Hogwarts Valley. Mongrel Lair. A den inhabited by mongrels. Cross button. Remove weight, Professor Howin's assignment. I need to rescue a Diricor and a
Revelio. Incendio.
Lumos. Crucio. Unforgivable curse. Causes most enemies to writhe in pain, as they take damage over time. Also triangle button. Assign top. Circle button. Assign right, R. Triangle button. 0, 1.
Yes. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo.
Incendio. Confringo.
Map, the Hogwarts quests. Professor the map, the Professor cross map. The Hogwarts South Hogwarts region. Flue Flames look the the library annex, Central Hall.
Congratulations! Lucan told me the good news.
Map, Flue Flames locations, the library annex, Depulso puzzle route, divination class, quests. Professor Sharp's assignment 2, level. Collect challenges.
She put a bow truckle under my bed, and I know it was her. She's looking for trouble.
Revelio.
Map, Flue Flames location, quests. Map Professor cross button. Map. Flue Flames Hogwarts. Professor Sharp level. Challenges.
Hogsmeade's no London, but it'll do nothing.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
All went perfectly well, Professor.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone.
Lumos. Utility. Diffindo, R2.
Diffindo! It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instructions.
Map. Flue Flames locations. Hog challenges, collect exploration, talents, dark core, core. Stupefy mark, basic cast airborne absorption. Protego expertise. Revelio mastery. Increases the range of Revelio. Spells. Purchase Levioso mastery. Glacius master, Descendo mastery, Bombarder mastery. Bombarder causes an Diffindo mastery. Diffindo casts slice through impacted enemies to strike additional targets. Required spells. 1 out of level 19.
Aloha Mora.
Left stick. Move green spark. Right stick. Move red spark. Circle button. Back.